I'm going to tell you something right now. We are missing out on so much being so-called members of the black race. When I say we, I'm talking about the bright ones, the intelligent ones, the ones who are not indulging in ignorance, the ones who are not standing around smoking weed, worrying about what the next Yankee fitted they're going to get, standing around with their pants hanging off their ass, listening to the latest ignorant hip-hop artists, the women who are not sitting around with 10, 15 different baby daddies and, trying to ride the system, the ones who want more for their life, who want more for their children, their future children to come, their future ascendants. We are missing out on so much being a part or being thought of and being connected with the so-called black race. We clearly do not fit in the bright ones of our people, the intelligent ones of our people. I'm not talking about you educated niggas. I'm not talking about you conscious niggas because you're part and parcel with the black race. Y'all all together. I'm not talking about you political Negroes. I'm not talking about you religious. Y'all all part of the black race. And you're holding back the evolution. You're holding back the evolution of a new race of people to come out of the black race. You understand that? You're not supporting the evolution of our people. I sat back long and hard and thought about this on my journey into bringing the state of mental to fruition. And I understood, or should I say, I had an understanding that the black race, after a while, wouldn't be with it because when we would do class and projects, and we was astounded to see that a lot of our people really wasn't supporting it, and it took a while to figure out that this message is too pure, and it's going to be over the heads of a lot of people. A lot of people are not going to accept this message. A lot of our people are not going to evolve. We have to face facts. We are not going to sit around as the bright ones crying for the lost ones within the black race. We're not going to sit around connecting ourselves with the lost ones within the black race. See, because when I say the black race, I mean those who are in darkness, those who are in ignorance, those who are constantly doing the same things in a routine, in a rotation, in a revolution, and no results, no changes are being accomplished. There are no good works coming out. There is no upwardly mobile outcome for us. There is no black community. A bunch of niggas living together in close vicinity does not make a black community. That's what they call a black community, and it's a joke. This is why you have a gentrification in places like Harlem, Bedford, Stuyvesant in New York, or in Harlem and Manhattan, Detroit, Chicago, all over the place. Because the black race is not together, and they will never be together. Too many different beliefs and ideologies and confusion going on amongst the black race. And the black race likes it like that. They would rather fail separately than succeed together. The pettiness of the black race dictates that they are not going to come together based on color or so-called color, blackness. Because a lot of people talk this nonsense about black people getting together under the African thing and we all black. But then you'd have niggas with problems about, oh, you too light-skinned, you too dark-skinned. All kind of stupidity would come up amongst, the so-called black race. All kind of pettiness, all kind of ignorance. All right? And that's meant to happen. That is the death toll or the death sound of a dying people, of a dying race. A lot of people don't want to face facts when it comes to the so-called black race, those who are in darkness. I'm not talking about complexion for the ignorant ones of our people who might be out there listening to, oh, who you think you is, you black? What he talking about? He black? No, I'm not black. I am not in darkness. I do not answer to that identity of black the white man gave our people, because he didn't call us black because of our color or the shade or the tone of our skin. He called us black because we were people that they considered to be ignorant and in darkness. And we wear it like a goddamn badge of honor. We proud. We proud of our ignorance. We proud of this black terminology. We try to find pride in everything the beast give us. Same way we tried to find, make something out of the garbage he gave us when he gave us soul food, so-called soul food, We called it soul food, but it was nothing but junk and garbage that he gave us, pork rinds and all kind of garbage that he gave us, fat back and things, and we made something out of that. We took his junk, his hand-me-down, his leftover, and tried to make something better out of it instead of generating images and ideas in our own head to make our lives better. And this is what happened with the whole black thing. See, because the black race, they exist as just a darker entity or a darker shade of the white race. I said it before on Facebook. I said the black race is no different mentally today. They are no different morally. They are no different visually in their outlook than the white race, all except for the successful part, the successful ones. But I'm talking about the low level whites. You understand? There's no difference. Even the so-called educated ones are ignorant. The so-called conscious are ignorant. There is no upward mobile evolution for our people amongst the black race, the intelligent ones, the ones who are in tune, the ones who can see. When I say intelligent, I don't mean the educated ones. The educated ones are not intelligent. When I say intelligent, I mean those who see the big picture, who can see the future, who want more in the future, who think into the future. That takes a special breed of people. That takes a special or elect breed of people to be able to have future vision. Because if you go up to any average black person and ask them about the future, they'll look at you like you crazy. They'll look at you like a Martian with 3 goddamn heads. The future doesn't exist to the black race. They can only see past. They can't see past today. Barely can look into tomorrow. So you're going to ask them about the future. And I'm not talking. And I'm saying, I'm saying it as a way of speaking about your children who are going to be here. You do plan on having children, the bright ones, the intelligent ones. We want to continue our progeny, our seed, our ascension onward and forward. So we're thinking about them. We're thinking about raising our children in a world that's already bad enough without having to raise them amongst a bunch of mentally dead people, a.k.a. your black race. You look at your black race today and look who represents the goddamn black race. Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, right? That's your black race, And some people say, well, brother, you got some conscious people out there. Yeah, let's take a look at them. Let's take a look at that barrel of monkeys. Negroes who still sitting around talking about they going to get reparations. Niggas still sitting around trying to chase money, really just want to chase money and chase ass. Let's be for real. They're not about the evolution of our people. They trying to bring up or resurrect some dead cultures from Egypt and Africa just as a con and a hustle to try to get our people to follow them when there really is no plan for the future. You cannot resurrect old and dead teachings to bring forward motion to a new people. That's a revolutionary mindset, and that's what the black race is caught in. No, we need an evolutionary light to lead us into the future. We need to be evolving and changing and growing as a new people, separate and out of the shadows of the white race. We don't need them to define us. See, this is what the black race needs. The black race needs the white race to define them. See, because when you think black, you think white. You think Africa, you think Europe. Like Felix and Oscar, like the goddamn Odd Couple. You understand? Like Salt and Pepper. No, we don't need to exist as the opposite end of anybody, this new and elect and intelligent people that are coming up. You understand? We don't need to be the shaded, colored versions of the damn white man. You understand? Not us, not the intelligent ones, not the bright ones. I wanted this broadcast, I wanted these supermen, superwomen projects to take on a new life, and that is the life of a new society to come up. You understand that? To continue the evolution and the tradition of great movements like Garvey, the old Nation of Islam under Elijah Muhammad, Dr. Malachi Z. York. We want to continue into the future as a new people coming up out of that evolution, the new progeny. We should be in the state of mental, the new Nation of Islam of this new millennium, the new Nuwapians, the new all of. Not saying that we're going to do and teach what they taught, but I'm talking about structure-wise. This is what we should be becoming. We should be becoming a new society of people. The men living for, of, and by each other, a new brotherhood, a new sisterhood. a new people, a new society, a new state where we're not living in the footsteps of other people, but we are actually pioneering something new. That should excite the hell out of our people. You understand? The bright ones of our people. This should excite us that we are receiving mental power on earth today. Telepathy, psychometry. You understand? Things like that. Clairvoyance. Awakening our higher senses again, which is supposed to be natural to us. This is only possible to be fostered in a bright community, not in a black one. Not in a black one. A black one, all that's going to be fostered in the black community is ignorance. You look at the goddamn black community. Am I lying? You look at the black communities all around the country. You think it's a coincidence that all you see in the so-called black community is ignorance, stupidity, nonsense, nigger nonsense? You think it's a coincidence? Now, I know some of our people who are sensitive and, oh, brother, why you got to say that? Oh, that's messed up, brother. Who does brother think he is? Well, if you sympathize with the black race, then go to hell. Don't listen to this broadcast. If you sympathize with the black race, that means you just like them. You feel some sort of connection to them. I don't. I don't have to hide. I don't want to be like the black race. I don't want to be in darkness. I'm not raising a people who are going to be in darkness and walk behind the white man in the new millennium. I'm not raising that kind of people. I'm raising a new people out of the black race. You understand that? It's not possible to raise a new people amongst the black race. People who are still screaming about Africa and Islam and Judaism and Moorish rights and things like that, those are past and prologue. These are people who are going to be in a perpetual revolution of failure. Failure. Constantly with their hand out, not to be taken seriously. A joke to everyone else on the planet. Now, the black race will say, oh, we don't care, this, that, and the third. But you should care because you go to these people, the other races, with your hand out. These are the people you go to for resources. You're not creating any resources on your own. So you damn sure better care. And you do care. We, on the other hand, we're severing ourselves and we're thinking into the future, brighter ideas, different ways of thinking, advanced intelligence, as it should be. This is all prophecy. This is all future thought. That intelligent race of men, a new intelligent race of men and women would come from amongst the so-called black race. They would not be in darkness. So therefore they could not be identified or classified as black. See, because our skin is not black. Skin is brown to beige. That's the reality. Our skin is not black. Dark brown to beige. So you can cut the nonsense on the blackness out since we want to connect to that so much because you got some niggas that got black on the brain. They don't swallow this whole watermelanin idea of, oh, we the dark supreme black supremacy race and niggas shut up. You nothing but the carbon copies of the white man. That's all you are. You no different. It's always the blackest talking niggas that lay down with the beast. Sell us out. You understand that? Because they got the mentality of the beast. They're charged by racism. See, I'm not charged by racism, nor am I raising my people to be. When you hear me talk about nigger this and white man this and cracker this or whatever I might say, whatever colorful euphemisms I may use in my vernacular, that's not racism. I am not a racist. I'm not raising my people to be racist. I'm raising my people to be mentalists. What is a mentalist? One is who is in tune with the higher mental order or the higher mind order. And in the higher mind order, the human race, which now includes your black race, is beneath that order. They fall in the submental category. So therefore, we judge by the mind frame, by the mental perception, the ability to pick up higher advanced messages. This is how we're judging. Judgment. Judgmental. We are in Judgment Day, people. The Amen beings who I speak about so much, the advanced race of who we are members of, because I said we are not part of the human race. I said we are part of the Amen race. We are a totally different species of people. But this will only resonate in the minds of the bright race, not the black. The black will fight to be recognized as human because they want to be in. They want in. They want to be a part. They want to meld in. They want sovereignty. They want land. They want handout. They want welfare. They want Nikes. They want Air Jordans. They want Yankee caps. They want weed. That's what these niggas want. They want us to lower our standards of thinking, lower our way of thinking, and just fall into the groove of the wax and just live. Just get jobs. Just be conscious. Just talk about Africa. Just talk about Islam. Oh, brother, why are you thinking about this stuff? This stuff is crazy. You thinking about trying to be free. You know what they sound like? The black race now? The black race is no different than the slaves that were on the plantation. They are no different. They are no different than the slaves that were on the plantation. They don't want any evolution to come. There is no evolution for the black race, and of course, they're not going to see it when we talk about it. It's not going to resonate to them. There is no evolution with the black race. You understand? They waiting on the white man to do something for them. Real talk. They waiting on the new president to come. They waiting on some new program to get cut loose. They waiting on Section 8. They waiting on a new job. This is the only evolution the black race is waiting on, which is a handout from the white man. They waiting on reparations. They waiting on sovereignty. They waiting on treaties and land to be cut loose like the Moors, a.k.a. they looking for a handout. That's never going to come. That hand is never going to come out. The white man is focused somewhere else. He's not handing any handouts to niggas no more. You understand? Pay attention. You have black people. I believe it was in D.C. or somewhere down south where the white man came out. I think it was in Atlanta. The white man comes out and has all these people, about 5,000 people waiting out there for housing vouchers. And he knows he only going to tell. He tells these people. He probably didn't even tell them. He probably had them stand out there like a bunch of jackasses. He only had 2,000 housing vouchers, but he had about 5,000 people standing out there. You understand? This is what the black race is waiting on. They're waiting on their white messiah. They don't feel and they don't think that evolution can come through our genetics. But see, the bright race, we know different. This is why we have to separate ourselves from the black race. We have to form a bright society, a bright community, a bright nation, a new race, a Mendelian race, one who are solar receivers. See, because the bright race knows we're going through an evolution right now. To the black race, this sounds like mumbo jumbo and gibberish. They're not going to get it because they're not meant to get it. This was all thought out by the almond beings, how many people they wanted to send reception to. How many people they knew ahead of time, because as I said, the book of Revelation is a futuristic book. So obviously the beings, the almond beings who were sending that vision to that guy John who wrote the book down and talked about a son of man coming and talked about this 144,000. Obviously, these almond beings already made the judgment. They already made the call. They was already in the future, omnipresent, omnipotent. They already did it already. They already saw who would be the new people that they would build from and who would evolve versus those people who wasn't. And that's the majority of your black race. The human race, the rest of them, they on a whole different mental vibration anyway. They're on a different mind frame. It's not even to discard them, but they on a whole different vibration. They're on another vibration. So this don't even concern them. When we're talking about the elected 144,000, we're talking about a new group of governors who will in fact govern the planet in the future, in the present future to come. What's the wait? What's the hold up? How do we start this journey? By coming together collectively. The people that listen to my broadcast who say, and the people who come on Facebook and say, oh, brother, we with you and this, that, and the third, but I don't see you at the Supermen, Superwomen Project. You speaking double language to me. See, because the only way our people are going to start to see these mental capabilities become stronger within us is if we are together. the more we're going to strengthen our telepathy, because mine is strengthening already. The more we strengthen our telepathy, the better we strengthen our psychometry, our clairvoyance, and other mental capabilities that will come to us as we start to come together. And more images are generated into our brains to speed up our intelligence as we are coming together collectively as a new elect family of people. This is the evolution. It can't be done separately. It can't be done in bits and pieces. It can't be done as members of the black race still, or sitting up here ingesting the same nonsense as the black race, or being separate and being like just being in cheerleader section of the high. Now, it don't work that way. I said it's going to come a time when the state of mental, the mentalists, we're going to raise the flag in the name of Amen. That flag you see on my Facebook page with the lightning symbol. We're going to raise the flag in the name of Amen, the true and living God, and the Amen race, which is the bright race, the true and living God and the true and living race on earth, the natural race, the solar intelligent race, the new race of the new millennium. As we raise that flag up, calling all the bright race, the 144,000, to start coming together gradually. That's the countdown and the beginning of the end and the new beginning. This is only for the bright ones. We don't want the black race amongst us. I don't want the black race amongst us. We are not going to poison this new message that's coming in, this message of mentellect. Mentellect is not some catchy Facebook knowledge or teaching that's springboarding off of Nawapu or ᴍᴜsᴛ's teaching. No, it is not that. Mentellect is a way of life. It is a state of thinking. It is a new reality to come. See, the beast is trying to draw new so-called new reality shows or programs in your head. He's introducing to you because he wants to show you how he wants to program you to be in the future. Because obviously he knows a new reality is coming. So what does the beast do? He always tries to counteract. You understand? With something else, something artificial, something false. So he gives you a new reality because he knows a new reality is on the way. Something that's supposed to take hold in our people to bring about an evolution. So what does he do? He creates something called a new reality shows, a new reality programs, which now the majority of them, the ignorant ones, are focused on black people. And of course the black race is going to eat it up. You understand? Because the black race loves to eat the garbage of the beast. The black race loves to run in circles because they are mentally ill. So we have to be separate as a bright new people in order to encourage the other bright ones of our people to come out to join our communities. We're starting in New York City with the Supermen, Superwomen Project as mentalists. In the name of Amen, the supreme, the most powerful, the true and living God. There is no supreme being other than Amen. There is no Allah. There is no Jesus Christ. There is no Satan or the devil. Satan is a people, but no horn-head devil underground. That's a lie. There is only Amen, the true and living God. He is alone, but moves in a collective group. This is our future. We should be raising our children. We should be forming a brotherhood, a sisterhood, a new brotherhood, a new sisterhood in the name of Amen. The last time we rose in the name of Amen, we were in Egypt. Right? What did we have under Amen? We had the world. We had Nubia. We had Kemet for thousands and thousands of years. Now, what the hell we got under Allah? You understand? What do we got under Jesus? What do we have under them? We had slavery under them. What did we have under Yahushua or whatever God the Israelites talking about? We had bondage. Under all three of these nations or states or whatever these gods, these false gods we came under, there was bondage. There was abandonment. There was desolation. You understand that? That's what that was. That's what that was. So, in this day and time, when we end the book of Revelation, which I tell my people, I said that's the only real book in the Bible The rest of it is a bunch of books where they took bits and pieces from the ⴍᴜsᴛ, the Gilgamesh epic, the Sumerian books, the Egyptian books. The only true and real book in the Bible is the book of Revelation. Why? Because it's a future book and it's happening. That's how you know it's real. Ain't nobody got to believe in the book of Revelation. You just see it happening right in front of your face. I spent 3 nights breaking that book down. Obviously, like I said, if I'm going to put my time and energy into breaking a book down, obviously, that's a real book. There's something in that book. It's a future intelligence book. And you see the things that are going on in that book today. The talking up of a new people, an evolutionary people that will come out as the children of Israel, will mean they will come out of the black race. That's what that's signifying. That's what that's signaling. A new people, a stronger people, a supreme people, a super people, a God race. This is a reality. But this is being slowed up with the stupidity of the black race, that the black race constantly keeps accepting and keeps trying to resonate and push into the minds of our people. I try to breed this ignorance out of my people constantly. And what I say and what I do and what I post, I try to breed this ignorance out. I try to breed out the African nonsense, this idea that you come from some area, you understand, where you marginalized because the beast told you that. You understand? When the whole planet's supposed to belong to us, the whole planet does belong to us. Every square inch and mile, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. So why the hell you calling yourself Africans? That's something that's been programmed in your head, and we thought it was something to be proud of, that we called ourselves Africans after the beast gave us that title. The Romans gave us that title, but you Pan-African niggas don't want to let it go, so we got to let you go. You rock kissers, you Muslims, y'all don't want to let go of the religion of the Arab beast who had our people in slavery. You don't want to let that go. So we got to let you go because you want to cause confusion. You understand? You got Arab brothers. We ain't got no Arab brothers. We not sharing no flags with nobody no more. We not sharing no names with nobody no more. Why? Because it is time for the bright race to shine. It's time for the bright race to illuminate. We can't illuminate and shine in the shadows of other people, damn it. We cannot. We cannot be in places here and there, in spaces, and yeah, brother, I'm with you, brother. Yeah, brother. Yeah, and I don't see nobody. I see a few people. Supermen, superwomen projects for all the people who say they're here with me, they should be packed out. See, because if the bright ones already know, you ain't got nothing left. Ain't nothing else for us here. But you got your job. Good luck with that. However long that's going to last. But you got your nigger friends who ain't talking about nothing, going to the club, going to the party, going to the cafe, laying up with each other, talking about the NBA playoffs or whatever stupidity these niggas talking about. Whatever foolishness they talking about, the next reality show, or who slept with who, or what's the new song out, or whatever new video game or new Nike about to come out, that's what you got? What the hell do we have here that you want to hold on to that prevents us, the bright ones of our people, from building a new community? See, we already know what the black race has. The black race has stupidity and ignorance to hold on to, and they'll hold on to it till the wheels fall off. They'll ride the ignorant bus till the wheels fall off. You understand? They'll ride the bus till it falls off. The wheels fall off of it. See, now we're in the book of Revelations where we can become a new people. No more Africa. Because Africa belongs to the beast. I've been telling people that on Facebook. But like I said, you can't tell a black man that and a black woman that because they proud African Americans. Right? You can't tell them that they Africans, they black, and they want to hold on to that because that's been ingrained in their head. But the Africa belongs to the beast. And I said, let the beast have Africa, because in a minute it's not going to matter. I already seen what's going to happen. It's not even going to matter in a minute. These people who are caught in the present and in the past, they will not be part of the future. Only the bright ones, the people who see the bigger picture, they will be a part of the future. Things change in a blink of an eye. 20 years is a blink of an eye. 5 years, 10 years is a blink of an eye. New nations form. people come down, new people come up. New people come ahead of the world. See, but the black race, like I said, they slow down the evolution and the progression because they want to stay in the stupefied state. They want to stay under the beast. You understand? They don't want nothing to change. They don't think it's possible for nothing to change. Even these so-called black revolutionary niggas who keep talking about change, 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 and taking over, and they hate the white man. Don't believe them. They liars. Don't believe them. They don't want nothing to change. They want to still smoke their weed. They still want to wear their Yankee caps and listen to hip-hop. Nothing's going to change for these niggas. They don't believe in any change. They don't think any change is necessary. They no different than the people on the plantation when you came to them and talked about escaping. They look, escape? Escape and go where? That's the mentality of the black race. Do you want to raise your children amongst them? Do you want to be amongst them any longer? My bright ones who I'm talking to? Do you want to be amongst them? When we have a chance to receive this intelligence on earth as a new people, this is real. This is not no fantasy. This is not some cult teaching. This is not some nigga nonsense that's being taught. It's not a religious mind frame. Yes, weed is bad. See, you can't even, the black man, the black woman don't even know weed is bad. See? That's the mentality. Weed is bad. When you burn it, and I did a show on weed already. You understand? And the smoking and the damaging that it does to you. What good do our people do when they smoke down on damn weed? First of all, the weed is sprayed with all kind of chemicals. You understand? It's sprayed with all kind of chemicals. Right? And the weed that when you do say you grow it and stuff like that, once you start burning it, you change the chemical. You change it from a herb into a chemical. You understand? That's carbon monoxide poisoning. You're not supposed to be inhaling smoke. You understand that? You're not supposed to be inhaling smoke. Look at our people. What did we accomplish off of drugs? What did we accomplish off of weed? Nothing. You know, our people just like to be lost. That's why they like to get high. That's the black race. The black race wants to be lost from reality. That's why they want to get high, but not the bright race. You understand? Not the bright race. They want it as an escapism. We're not trying to escape. We want the reality. We want the evolution head on. That's what we want in the bright race. You understand? We not running. We not hiding. The black race, they looking to escape. You understand? Out in some drugs, in some hip-hop. You understand? All to escape their responsibilities in the reality of life. No, the people who succeed in life, the people who advance in life, the people who evolve in life are the people who take life head on. Take it head on and move with it. You understand? Embrace it, good and bad, and move forward. That's not the black race. The black race wants a crutch. The black race wants religion. They want Jordans and Nike. They want all the stupidity of this world. They want the stupidity of this world. When we're supposed to be going through an evolution as a bright people, as people who are inheriting true power on earth. I see it. I see it. The black race doesn't want that. The black race are a bunch of coons. They're a bunch of spooks and monkeys. When you try and talk to them about advancing and higher, and when people say, oh, brother, how are you going to talk about black people like that when you black? No, I just told you in the beginning, I'm not black. I'm not one who is in darkness, nor do I wish to stay in darkness. Don't get mad at me because I don't want to stay in darkness with you, because I don't want to be down with you. I don't want to be next to you. I don't want to be ignorant with you. Either we're going to come up together intelligently or we're going to fall down ignorantly together. Now, the ones of the people of the so-called black race who get offended by this, then obviously the shoe fits you as one of the ignorant. And if you don't feel you ignorant, then you shouldn't be upset. But if you feel some sort of connection with the ignorant, you feel some need to stand up and pump your fist for them in their stupidity, in their ignorance, in their death wish to kill each other off, sell as much drugs to each other, shoot to each other, shoot each other down in the black communities, or get shot down by the police. If you want to be part of that madness, you understand? Be my guest. We don't want that as our reality. We don't want stupid reality shows and stupid conversation with stupid people as part of our reality, as the bright race. We thinking on something more. You understand? We want more. We see more. So many things we're supposed to be accomplishing as a new people that we're not accomplishing because we standing around and amongst the black race who wishes to move nowhere. You understand? They wish to move nowhere. They're just here existing, taking up space, eating food, pissing, shitting. That's all they doing. That's all the black race doing. What the hell the black man and black woman doing in America, around the world, in Africa, that you niggas, you Pan-African niggas love so much? Because you niggas talking about, oh, I need to go and repatriate or what did they say? Repatriate back over to Africa. What you niggas gonna do in Africa that you ain't doing here? Nothing. They got enough niggas in Africa, FYI, to sit around and do nothing. Just be amongst a bunch of black people. Hell, you amongst a bunch of niggas in the hood. Why are you going to go over to Africa and be amongst a bunch of black people over there? And they going to look at you. They don't want you over there. You understand? You know, you just going to be, oh, I'm with my people. I could put on a kente cloth. Newsflash, them people over there ain't wearing no kente cloth. They wearing jeans and Adidas and things like that. They want to be like people over here. You understand that? So you could pull this whole Pan-African black talk, so you could act like you just really black and you down. You know, I peeped out a lot of these people who talk this Pan-African bullshit, and you know how they want to be down with the black people in the continent of Africa. I peeped them out. They're black Caucasians. You understand? They're black Caucasians. They love the white man. You understand? They believe they're just like him. They believe they come from the same origin as the beast. They believe they come from the same human creation, all of that. That's why the bright ones of our people who know better got to get away from them, because they'll spread this ignorance amongst our people. They're the ones that are responsible for this we can all get along mentality out here. And yes, we can all get along. It's no problem with us all getting along and accepting each other. But like I said, we have to accept who we are as a people. And in order to do that, we must first know who we are as a people, as a bright people, as a solar intelligent people, as a people who are not doing what the black race does. We're not part and parcel with their stupidity and their ignorance and their do-nothing mentality. You understand? We must stand firm in our evolution together, collectively. Because I said the time's going to come where all we're going to have is each other, the bright ones. The ones of you who are tuning into my broadcast, who come into the Supermen, Superwomen Project, all we're going to have is each other. You ain't going to have the black race. You ain't going to have your homies no more. You understand? You ain't going to have your niggas no more with you. You know, the people who you thought was cool, because once you start ingesting this intelligence and whatnot, you're not even going to be able to hide. You're going to be like the mutant amongst the humans, like how on the X-Men was. Remember that thing, that machine where they had the machine they showed in the X-Men movie, the new First Class, the last one they made. They showed the machine where they found all the X-Men, the people. They had a certain light they gave off in their body. I got a news flash for you. You bright ones, you give off a certain energy and light that the black race sees. They see it. They know you're not like them. They know it. They could look at you and tell you're not a nigga like them. They could tell you're not in darkness. They see you. The black race sees you just like the white race. They see you. The white man know a nigga when he see one. He know one who ain't. He know a simple-minded nigga in darkness and one who is bright, because he always he looks at you different from everybody else. He don't look you in your face. It's just something about you. He knows it's different. Same way an animal will come amongst you and sniff you or look at you strange, he'll know you're not like everybody else. He'll get a weird vibration off you. So they sense your light. So there's no sense in even hiding amongst the black race anymore. There's no sense in trying to blend in with the black race or find friendship amongst the black race. We have to come amongst our own as a new community. Same way the Jews came from amongst the white race, we have to come amongst our own as a new society of people outside of the black race in the new millennium as the 144,000, because this is what it's dictating. This is what the evolution dictates, that our people come together. Not that we just sitting here and we talking and we just trying to get at the black race. Because personally, like I said, I don't have anything against the black race. I don't have anything against them. You understand? I already know they don't serve a purpose. It's like being mad at the black people is like being mad at babies for shitting on in diapers. You understand? That's what babies do. That's, ignorant people produce nothing. That's what they do. People in darkness who want to stay in perpetual darkness, that's what they do. And you can't use the excuse, oh, well, brother, we've been beat down. The white man did this and the white man did this. Well, didn't we all go through this same diaspora that they call it, this same experience of living in the hood? We all been under and lived in America under colonialism. Why we ain't all acting like that? Why we ain't all thinking the same way? Why the bright ones of our people want to move ahead and whatnot, and we see the Sambos and coons and educated and conscious clowns amongst our people who was doing nothing but serving the beast and taking us nowhere, but yet they standing on pulpits, they standing on damn rostrums and things like that, and they making all these speeches and whatnot and talking about nothing. They talking a hole in your head about Africa. They talking a hole in your head about Egypt. They talking a hole in your head about conspiracy and the Illuminati and all that bullshit that you got to hear in a rotation, heavy rotation, and you ask yourself, after you done spent your $50, $25, $30 to get in there and listen to that nonsense, after you done spent your money to get in there and listen to that, you ask yourself, what did I get? What did I get from this? You understand? What did I get out of that? You understand? When you want to do something beyond that, and I know my people, I know y'all out there, I know that I'm not crazy. I know that my people are out there. Y'all listening to me and y'all tuning in. Y'all tired of the damn black race. Y'all tired of them. You tired of being amongst them. You understand? You tired. See, I'm just coming out and I'm being serious, period, point blank. See, people like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad felt the same way. That's why they formed the Nation of Islam, because the Nation of Islam, they wasn't trying to be the average black men and black women. That's why Garvey, he was like, he said it himself. He said, don't come amongst us if you're going to be useless over here. Don't come amongst us in Africa. He was talking about these niggas. That's what Garvey was talking about. When Dr. York and them formed the Ansar Allah communities, they was trying to separate from niggas, even though some niggas creeped up in there. But that's what they was trying to do. They was trying to raise their children in better surroundings away from niggas. You understand? So now I'm just saying it in the new millennium as is. The hell with you niggas in the black race, because y'all don't want anything. You don't want to do anything. We're not going to sit. Let's not sit and fail with them. You understand? It only takes a few. You understand? It only takes a few. Because the few will become the many. As our people start to become dissatisfied, as our people say, we should be looking for a new way. We should be looking to become blank, stripped naked and desolate and become new and receive this higher intelligence as a new people. Not trying to come into the new world and we still want to be African. We still want to talk about black revolution and all that bullshit. Or we still want to sit up here and talk about Islam. Yeah, brother, Islam, black power, Islam. No. Get up out this room. This ain't for you. Go amongst the niggas and talk that madness. We're not dealing with no Islam or black power here. Black power is no power. It's dead. It's just a bunch of niggas who got well wishes and it's just a rhetorical slogan that means nothing. Bright power is the true power, intelligence, solar intelligence, advanced intelligence. Don't waste your time trying to explain this to the black race. Look for the bright ones amongst the black race and explain it to them, because this is where they belong, in this new community. They belong here where your sons and daughters can grow up amongst each other. Same way the Jews do. Same way they chose to separate themselves from the rest of the Goyim or the white race and everybody else. I admire them for that. You understand? They got their own. Every time I drive through Williamsburg, I see them at their own shops and community, things like that, and they overrunning these stupid niggas over there in the projects. These niggas standing around looking like a bunch of dumb jigs and coons and whatnot, and the Jews just walking around them, taking their community over, taking over the neighborhood. And I was like, good, excellent. You understand? Excellent. This is good. See, because it shows the power of a few people who are focused what they will do and what they can do. And our people can do the same thing anywhere. Don't have to be in Africa. Don't have to be in America. Don't have to be in South America. Be anywhere when you have a group of determined people who are working together collectively to succeed, if that's what you want, if you are real. If you're not real, don't listen to me. Don't come amongst me. This message is not for you. I'm here to build a new society amongst our people. That's what I'm here to do. That's what the radio broadcasts are for. They're not here. I'm not here to sound deep and heavy or funny to you. If it sounds deep and heavy and funny to you, you get a kick out and you like what you hear, that's fine. I don't mind the output. But what I'm saying is the whole thing about this is to form a new family, a new community, a new nation, a new state, a new society of people. You understand? Because all the other states, societies, nations of the last millennium, of the last world, we can't use those anymore. We can't use Africa no more. We can't use Islam. We can't use Egyptology. We can't use metaphysics and all that because it was never none of that was ever ours in the first place. That's why we didn't succeed with it. You understand? We didn't succeed with any of these things because they didn't belong to us in the first place. What belongs to us totally belongs to us. When you've seen us put the State of Mentel flag up, nobody's ever seen that flag before. When that flag rises, and I said it in the Facebook, when that flag rises, which is about to rise, and I call on the elect of our people to come amongst us and start this bright society here in New York City and come amongst our people, and we're going to stop. All we're going to do, we're going to start living for, of, and by each other. Because that's all we got. Everything else is an illusion. Your time with the beast on his jobs, your time amongst his society is short. You understand? He's already herding the black race to the side. You understand? With his gentrification, he already doing that. And for you sovereign niggas, I said, since you feel you sovereign and, you got treaties with the white man that you think you're going to listen to in the UN court, I like to direct you, like I said on Facebook, to the Savage, the latest movie from Oliver Stone, who was a CIA agent at one time, and he was in Vietnam. I like to direct you to something he wrote in the script that John Travolta said at the end, concerning sovereignty and the so-called Native Americans, since you niggas like to talk about sovereignty and the Native Americans so much. Listen to what the white man said. It's at the end of the movie where John Travolta's playing a DEA agent in the movie. After the bus goes down, they lock up everybody, and they take Salma Hayek, and he's doing a press conference. Listen to what John Travolta says about sovereignty, because I said the beast always tells you the truth in his movies. He told you the truth about sovereignty and what it's really about. For all you sovereign people who are going to damn our people to that ignorance and that stupidity, that false hope, that false dream. There is no sovereignty under the beast. See, people who think like that believe that the beast is their brother. The beast has no brother except the other beast within the human race. This is real. We are going to take a break. We'll be right back. It's not possible to raise a God race, an advanced people, a people who are coming into a higher power, and a highly intelligent people who are going to inherit high mental capabilities on earth amongst people who are dense, amongst mentally dead people. Imagine trying to send telepathic messages and focus and get concentration going amongst niggas who thinking about the NBA playoffs and Yankee caps and Pan-Africanism and getting some ass off some shorty. That's all these. That's the mentality of the black race. You understand that? There's a reason why it talked about chosen people and elect. How is the elect chosen? Who chooses the elect? Who chooses the elect? Who decides who becomes the God race? Who decides who becomes the chosen ones here on earth? The future ascension. See, your children, my children, our grandchildren, they're not, when they come on the planet, they're not going to be playing, because we're going to raise them not to play. We're going to raise them not to be niggas. We're going to raise a serious new people. No more folly, cooning, and jiving and samboing. You understand that? That's why the guard race is serious. They are making sure and they are connecting with those, you understand, who are going to raise up. They're going to raise up and elect people. A lot of our people are dead receivers. They cannot receive, therefore they serve no purpose. Their brains are smoked out off of weed. And yes, weed is bad. You understand? Their brains are smoked out off of weed. Their minds are burnt out off of video games, cigarettes, whatever kind of stupidity. Bad food from Ali and Rico and them in the damn nigger mart. You understand? Not the supermarket, but the nigger market. You understand? With old ass food, bad drugs. But if they want to keep ingesting McDonald's, you understand? This is the reality. The so-called black race wants to keep ingesting poison. They want to eat poison. They become pigs. What does a pig do? A pig eats poison. The black race loves to eat bad food, smoke weed, drink liquor, all kind of filth. You understand? Be around filthy, low thoughts, submental ways of thinking. No advancement. You understand? Their mind stays vibrating on a low level. Is this what you want to be amongst? Or do you want to be amongst the intelligent ones of your people? Do you want you black women out there, you so-called black women out there who are evolving into bright women, do you want your children to be fathered by niggas? You understand? By simple Simon niggas? By Sambo coons who all they could do is sit around for 30 years, if they get 30 years out of their job, and go to work for the white man and come sit on the couch and drink beer and watch the NBA playoffs? Is that the nigga you want to be with? That's the one you want to father children with you? You understand? That's what you want? That's the man you want laying on top of you and inside you? Pushing dead life into you? How about you black men, you so-called black men who are evolving into bright men? Do you want to be with the ignorant nigger woman who sit around talk about nothing, who can't put two thoughts together? You understand? She's a modern-day cave woman. Listen to her talking. All you got to do is go and allow yourself to look at 2 minutes or 5 minutes of love and hip-hop. That'll show you the nigger woman. That's the new black woman right there. They're your black woman that you niggas want, your boos. Those are the boos that you want to be booed up with. That's the nigger woman. Or the conscious nigger woman who really ain't that much different. You know? She an airhead. Your Erica Baduites. Yeah, this is what you want to be booed up with. Bunch of head wraps and beekeepers. Big ankh wearers and incense holders and being used for incense holders in their damn mouth. This stupidity and foolishness. Or your corporate nigger woman who sit up there and believe that she's actually winning. That she's winning along with the black man. They think they're winning in the world of the beast. They're a joke. The black race is a joke. You understand? The black race is an international joke. And I don't find it funny. And I don't want to be part of the minstrel show anymore. For the bright ones of our people who don't want to be part of the minstrel show. See, because when, I looked at the Nation of Islam, that's why I gravitated toward brothers like that and the Ansar Allah community, because, I just felt a magnetic connection to them. You know what I'm saying? As serious people who were not some buck dancing coons like the rest of the black race that turned me off. You understand? People who thought beyond Yankee caps and fitteds and Nikes and NBA playoffs and weed and damn PlayStation, walking around buying $200 pair of jeans. Men who thought on a higher level, women who thought on a higher level. Not you conscious Negroes and you so-called educated. I'm talking about the intelligent ones. The ones who could come together and sacrifice and build a community together for, of, and by each other for the protection of our people. so that they can show by example what it is that we can accomplish as a people. People like Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Dr. York, people who came and did stuff like that. You understand? Now we see it as an example of something we should strive for in the new millennium. A continuation of raising the intelligence and the brightness of our people. To now it is realized that we are the bright race. We are those solar intelligent beings. We are that God race on earth. All we need is connection to be cut back on. And it will not be cut on as individuals, nor will it be cut on being amongst the black race. You understand? I'm going to say it again. It will not be cut on. Our mentalic energy, our mentalic power will not be cut on, again, individually or nor amongst the black race. It has to be separate. We have to be separate. We have to be together collectively as a new society, as a new state, as a new people. Same way the Jews came together, same way the nation came together, same way a new people came together who are not partaking in the ways of the beast, who are not partaking in the ways of the goddamn black race. I said, when I started off, I said there would be a separation in the black race, the intelligent from the ignorant. 99% of the black race is ignorant on some form, on some level, shape, or form. I don't care if they educated and going to school and force feeding a bunch of information into their head and just repeating it back like parrots. That don't make you intelligent. That makes you a good parrot. All right? Or these conscious Negroes who sitting around here stuck in time, wishing they could go back to Egypt, Africa, and all this nonsense. You understand? No, it's not. The new covenant is not coming from you. Because you niggas are not sincere. You trying to resurrect dead covenants and dead movements and dead societies. No, a new covenant, a real new covenant. Not none of these so-called fake new covenants that's out here calling themselves new covenant. A real new covenant is going to bring new knowledge, new people, advanced thinking. See, because a lot of people wearing that 144,000 out here. A lot of people trying to rock that title. You understand? But, you know, they ways are old. Their ways are suspect and old and still conniving and still focused on the same nigga nonsense from the past. How you going to be if the new people are talking about you raising up a new people and your ways are old? Your ways are still the same nigga mentality. You already know, like I said, those of you wearing that title, you already know who you are, who trying to be that 144. You understand? That's dealing with people who are that real title of the 144,000 is dealing with the bright race, the solar intelligent beings. That's what that's dealing with, the intellectuals. You understand? Not you niggas that was raised up on the books of the beast and his information, his adulterated information. No, I'm talking about the ones who are receiving intelligence from on high, meaning the future, from the ascension, the God race, the Amen beings. You understand that? In real time, today, in this present state right now, who are evolving into mentalists, who are evolving into rays or receivers. That's what this is coming to. That's what the 144,000 is. The ones who will have the true name of God on their forehead in a community, in a collective, in a tribe, in a family, not as individuals, not amongst the goddamn black race. Not up here being well-wishers and talking about, yeah, brother, I'm with you, brother, intellectual, yeah, bright one. Then when I turn around, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where the hell y'all at? I don't need no well-wishers with me. I'm out here putting myself out here doing the job to raise my people, and a bunch of ignorant niggas who don't want to see this evolution happen, they sitting up here, they hating in these groups. They don't want me posting broadcasts here and whatnot. You're going to remain nameless, but like I said, few people put they hate out already because they don't want to see the evolution of our people. They don't want to see it. They want you to be down with them, a.k.a. in the goddamn gutter. Like my brother said, down the way. Dev, he said, down the way. Super coon. You know what I'm saying? Down the way. A bunch of a new millennium super coons could buy more Yankee hats in a little bit. Yankee fitted, can get more Jordans, and the beast can get the Chinese people, a bunch of sweatshop Chinese people to manufacture. You understand? Can buy the new $200 jeans. Smoke the more blunts than the white man can spray chemicals on. This is the damn black race. can listen to more bullshit hip-hop that they manufacturing on some Casio keyboard with the latest new little Fraggle Rock looking nigga. You understand? This is what the black race wants. This is what they desire. Do you want to be part of that madness, that revolution of madness? See, because that's the revolution the black race is talking about. The revolution of stupidity and ignorance. You understand? That's the revolution. You know? We're not making no excuses for the black behavior anymore. We're not going to come and be part and parcel with the black nonsense anymore. You understand? This is not some timely message where, oh, yeah, well, brother, that was deep. Oh, we going to move on to nothing. There ain't nothing else to move on to. Mentellect is life for the bright race. Mentellect is our life. We live in this. You understand? Mentellect is life. You know? I don't know what's being said in the chat room. You understand? Whoever has a problem with what I'm saying, don't listen to my broadcast. Go and be black with the rest of the black race. You understand? I really don't understand. The people who got a problem with this, the people that got a problem with this message, don't listen. It's not for you. You are amongst the black race. You sit around here and you sympathize with the niggas in the hood. You sympathize with the black nonsense. You sympathize with the conscious movement, the educated people. You sympathize with them. Don't listen to my message. It's not for you. This is for the intelligent. This is for the elect. This is not for you. Why come in here and make a disturbance? Why? Because if I didn't like something, if I wasn't feeling, I'm not going to be a black demon. I'm not going to be a black-ass demon and sit and listen. Go outside the chat room. Don't listen. Don't come in here and poison things. This is for the people who want this message, who know that this is true beyond a shadow of a doubt. You niggas that got a problem with this message, it's not for you. Don't listen to it. It's not for you. You understand? But like I said, that's what black devils do. You understand? We don't sympathize with the struggle for all. We're not for all. We for us. We don't care about nobody else. And that sound harsh, oh well. Nobody else give a damn about us. The white man don't give a damn about you. But you talking about you struggle for all. The damn black race don't give a damn about the black race. They don't care. These niggas will run up in your house, rape you, shoot you, and everything else. And you talking this black brother bullshit and black sister bullshit? Are you serious? Are you serious? Get the hell out my chat room with that nonsense. We dealing with reality here. This is going to be a survival of the fittest and the intelligent, because like I said, when our people, our people got this mindset of we all together because we black, this all we together, we all in the same gang bullshit because we all got the same complexion. Well, if you believe that, then go be with the East Indians, go be with the Africans and all the other so-called people. See what they tell you. See what they tell you. You know, see what they tell you. I'm not angry at all. I'm not angry. I use and I raise my voice, and I never use emotion. I use my voice and I raise my voice as a tool to drive certain things out of people. See, because this group, the state of mental, is for the dissatisfied. See, obviously, you people who are talking about this, we showing love, y'all not dissatisfied. This is for the dissatisfied. This is for the people who don't like what's going on. We ain't here to show love. We only showing love for the bright race. We only showing love for the collective here in the state of mental. That's all we got love for. We ain't got love for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We just living, we just walking amongst Negroes and the white folks. We just walking amongst them. We ain't trying to show no love to nobody, nor are we showing hate. We indifferent. We're indifferent. We don't share your views. It's not anger. We just don't share your views. But we ask, if you're going to listen, to listen. People can state their opinion here. That's fine. It's not going to change what we're saying. It's not going to change the reality that we need a bright evolution to take place from amongst the black race, and a new society has to be set up from amongst the black race separately. The intelligent from the ignorant. I've been saying this from day one. I've been saying from day one that our people have to come in the name of a new evolution, in the mindset of a new evolution, in the beginning of a new people, a new race, a bright race, a solar intelligent race. Like I said, the black race is not going to get this. So, like I said, we're not angry. You understand? Like I said, we're not angry. We accept that, and we expect that the majority of our people are not going to get this. They're not going to be able to receive it. They'll come with all kind of foolishness and stupidity and arguments, and they don't like what's being said and things like that. Like I said, it's not for you. Same way it's not for the human race. This message is not for the humans. This is not for you. This is for the almond race. This is for the almond beings. You in the wrong chat room. You need to go down the dial and listen to Matrix Radio or Black Radio or whatever, Pan-African Radio or Islam Radio or Peace and Love Radio. This is not for you. We don't do broadcasts for these people. I'm like, this is for the almond race. This is for the bright ones. We're starting to build a collective together as a family, and we don't want people in here who are not on the same wavelength mentally. You can come in and listen. We don't care. And we get a lot of people that come in and listen. I don't tell people they can't come in and listen. People come in and listen. Everybody listens to us from all walks of life and whatnot. But it just seems funny how whenever our people start to come together and we start talking about evolving, everybody's so concerned. Everybody got something to say. Whether it's the white man, the East Indians, the black race, everybody got so much to say. But everybody else can get together, form things formally. The Italians, the Jews, everybody can get together. The Indians, everybody can get together and do it and exclude the hell out you Negroes. But as soon as, like I said, we start talking about something, why y'all feel that way? What's wrong? Ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong and there's nothing right. This is just about our evolution. That's it. It's not about you. This is not about you. This don't concern you. This don't concern the black race. The black race is not invited to this evolution. They're not invited to this party. You understand? Those who are of the black race are not invited. Exactly. The devolve wants you to go backwards. They want you to be with them. Well, like I said, they don't want us to evolve. They don't want the evolution. They want to hold on to your heel to keep you from rising. They want you down in the dirt with them. Just like Harriet Tubman, like I said, when she was escaping, she had the gun in her hand. The damn slaves, the niggas that wanted to stand up playing, why are you trying to escape? What we gonna do? What you trying to do? Harriet Tubman sitting there with a gun in her hand, scratching her head like, what the hell? She couldn't figure it out. But we figured it out in this day and time. That a lot of the so-called black race, like I said, they are trapped in perpetual slavery in real time, in the past and in the present. They are trapped in perpetual slavery amongst the beast. They can't see freedom. Just like the slaves back then who died slaves, they couldn't see freedom. The black race can't see the evolution of a new people. You understand? So they'll die in their ignorance. They'll die with their Yankee caps on, they fitteds, they pants off their ass, they blunts in their mouth, like they wanted to live. That's life to them. So to try to explain that to anything else to them is a waste of time. That's why we have to come together in the community so we don't have to go through this. We don't have to explain this to people who don't get it. They're not going to see it anyway. They're not going to get it. You understand? They're not going to see it. It's not for them. Whenever you go, like I said, everybody's not meant to see the evolution of the future. Everybody's not meant to. Like I said, y'all gonna have a beautiful life. Like I said, the black race will have a beautiful life in their ignorance. You'll have the black man who'll die in his state of education. The black man will die in his state of consciousness, believing that that's right. He'll die in his state, and the nigga will die with his Yankee cap on, his fitted, and his $200 jeans off his ass. You understand? The pimp will die in his pimp suit, his clown suit on. And the hoe will die with her dress up in the air. Everybody's going to die the way they lived. It's zeros. It's nothings. But see, the bright race will continue. We will move on. We will move on without you. As it was prophesied in the book of Revelation that new people are coming and they're going to constantly be moving forward. Evolution is real. Mental evolution is real. Physical evolution is real. That's real. If it ain't going to be the black race, it's going to be some of our people that's going to make it. Some of our people are going to survive and move forward. See, but the problem with the black race, instead of them just, just being quiet, falling back, and them just, oh yeah, y'all niggas crazy. Yeah, they're okay, we crazy, fine. We don't know what we're talking about. All right, just leave us alone. Like I said, we don't. Like I said, just don't listen. Don't post nothing on my broadcast. Don't post on my Facebook. Don't be my friend. Unfriend yourself from me. Don't listen to my broadcast. It's not for you. It's for the elect. This is for the bright race. This is for the chosen. This is for the elect, the ones of our people who can see this thing that's being put down. It ain't for you niggas that love everybody. We don't love everybody, and we don't hate everybody. This ain't a love-hate thing. This is not a damn popularity contest. You understand? We're moving on. We're moving forward. We have to be able to build something in order to house this intelligence. We have to be able to house this intelligence. We have to be able to move forward in our evolution. We want to, we're supposed to be further ahead of the Egyptians. We sit up here marveling at the Egyptians and the ancient Kemites. We're supposed to be moving through space already. You understand? We're supposed to be sending telepathic thoughts, like same way we talking on the phone, I'm transmitting thoughts. We're supposed to be ahead of that. You understand? We're supposed to be moving fast. Hell, we're supposed to be levitating already and getting ready to take flight. You understand? As solar intelligent beings who carry a solar plex, we're supposed to be rising up and down because we have a heat solar sensitive source in our body, a heat system in our body. And what does heat do? It makes you rise. We're supposed to be doing that already. We already supposed to be working with levitation and flight. We already supposed to be talking about traveling to other worlds. That's why I put the image up there of the black face on Mars. The almond being's face on Mars to prove that there was life on Mars. I put that there as the picture. The beast found that. You understand? I put that there. This is where we're supposed to be going. Our children are supposed to be finishing colleges and universities that we built at the age of 15. Finishing universities at the age of 15. You understand that? Breaking down scientific equations, coming up with new scientific equations, healing everything. That whatever ailments we got from mixing our seed with the beast, our children are supposed to be healing it right now. But that's not possible because if you got your kids amongst the little niggas in the public school system provided by the beast, and in the public school system they pushing Harvey Milk and homosexuality and lesbianism and teachers giving your kids passing marks and they can't even read. You understand? That's what you're sending your kids into. This is what you want to keep your kids out amongst. This is what you want to live amongst the filth. Your kids come home with their faces slashed. You understand? Because somebody wanted their iPod. You understand? Or your daughter come home raped or beat up by a bunch of girls or hit on by a bunch of young lesbians. This is what you raising your kids in, the damn filth. The Jews, they don't raise their kids like that. They got their own schools. They raise their kids separately. They don't want their kids amongst the filth. And I don't blame them. The white filth or the black filth. You understand? I don't blame them. One bit. That's what Dr. York was trying to do. You understand? These people were trying to do that. The Nation of Islam was doing that with the University of Islam. You understand? They didn't want their kids in the public school system being miseducated. You niggas in the so-called conscious community talk this bullshit about, oh, we've been miseducated, but I don't see y'all pulling your kids out of the damn white man school. I don't see y'all building no educational system for your kids. I don't see y'all niggas getting together and in these meetings and pooling money. Be like, okay, brother, we're going to start our own business and we're going to be working together, and so we ain't got to work for the white man. Why I don't see y'all doing that? Since y'all together and y'all about the evolution or the revolution and whatnot. No, yeah, you about the revolution. Yeah, you are about the revolution. You about the constant rotation of bullshit. That's the revolution you about. The constant rotation of complaining and belly aching and bullshitting and telling lies and talking the same old historical bullshit message. That's what you guys are about. Singing the same old songs about Africa, sovereignty, the white man is the devil, and all this bullshit. Y'all want to keep singing in the same circle over and over again in rotation. That's the revolution. A bunch of talk. A bunch of nigga nonsense. That's what the revolution is about. I want to play a little music. I want to play this song because I know it's a take from I know it's a different take on the show, but in a way it is because I love you, and I'm talking about the bright race. I got love for the bright race. Sherry Dennis, I love you. I'm gonna go through everything here, as I customarily do, because I've been talking all night about this evolution, and I've been talking about the reason why we have to be that new millennium society, that new millennium state, that people that are living for, of, and by each other, coming together collectively, because we're all we're going to have. The black race, they don't have anybody because they think as individuals. They don't have any foundation to bond them. You see black people, whenever there's a crisis or some kind of chaos that goes on, black people running, it's everybody for themselves. And it's everybody for you. Whenever you see some chaos or something going on with white people, they all getting together, they making a plan. They like, yeah, come on, Jim, so let's do this. So come on, Jane, let's do this. So if we all get together, we could do this, that, and the third. And they thinking, they getting together. What's going on? They forming brigades. They got the guns. They all together, niggas. Everybody for themselves. You got to get some of them got to get guns to watch the other niggas, because they might somebody might run, rape your daughter, rob your house, kick in your door. You understand? See, you wouldn't have to worry about that if you had a bunch of people together who thought the same, who were striving for the same things collectively, who were trying to advance in their way of thinking. I don't know how many of you ever saw this movie, Rosemary's Baby. Right? Now, I talk about that movie because, it showed, they talked about the mental, it's an old movie that was made about witchcraft and devil worship and stuff. It was a very good movie. It was very scary, but in a way where it could have been real, but what people missed about it was dealing with the mental connection, or the mental combination of people coming together and putting their mental energy together. So the real people that you elect always know that it's about mind power and mental energy and forming a collective mentally to do something, to evolve or to get through a situation. It's about mind power, raising the intelligence of people. You understand? That's what it's about. That's what it's always been about. Our people don't get that. Black people don't get that. Because everything with us is dealing with nonsense, stupidity, ignorance. The average black people. Your above average black people understand or have an understanding of higher intelligence, advanced thinking, and a collective formation coming about, a new state, a new people. When you saw the Nation of Islam, the old Nation of Islam, and the old videos and things like that, people were impressed by these people's regalness. What surprised the beast most about the Nation of Islam was that this wasn't your average, ordinary black men and black women, the old Nation of Islam. These were mannerly, orderly, structured people who were cooperating as a society, in a society, and that blew the hell out of white people's minds, because they so used to niggas being low mentally, having a Sambo Coon mentality, low natured and everything. They so used to that. They used to that. They used to that mentality amongst our people. They used to our people not coming together, not cooperating, not working together. They used to that. You understand? They used to our people not thinking on a higher level. They used to that. They don't say it, but they got their little ways of saying it. They got their little white jokes they make about the so-called black race that goes over the black race's head. But this is how they think about you. This is how they look at you when you go and try to get loans, when you go and you try to get jobs. They already got their mind made up about how the black race is. We don't want to fall in that category. All we want to do is be those ones when you see our people of the state of Mentel, when you see our flag, when you see how we're dressing, how we are carrying ourselves, when you see the brothers and sisters together, the only thing we want illuminating from us is intelligence, regalness, strength, mental power. That's what we want coming from us, and our inner self is shining bright. This is what we want. You understand? We have a whole new name. We are the mentallectuals. We are the mentalians. We are the mentalists. New name, new flag, and we're going to put out a Mentalian book of names. I took the first Mentalian name. Brother by the name Isaac Menjaz, my assistant, he took the second one, which I gave him. We got a Mentalian book of names coming out, but we're going to live together as a community. We're not living together as a bunch of ragtag niggas like the black community. You got one foot in the black community and one foot in you want to be down with us. Once we go into the bright community, we're not going backwards. We're not trying to be amongst niggas no more. We're trying to be amongst each other. We're trying to marry amongst each other, have children amongst each other, bring out a new bloodline, a new generation separate, and build for, of, and by ourselves. That's what we're doing. New flag, new language, new everything. That's what we bring in the state of Mental. We're not piggybacking off of nobody else's knowledge. We're not coming talking about Egyptology. We're not talking about no more Africa. We're not talking about no Islam. We're not talking about no Christianity. We're not talking about no Moorish science. We're not talking about no goddamn metaphysics or any other nonsense from the last millennium. We're moving on with new intelligence, advanced intelligence, as a new race of people, as the almond race, who we actually are. That's what we're doing. You understand? This is resonating in a new race of people. You understand? We moving on in a new race of people. As a new race of people. This is the evolution taking place. We got a call. I'm going to take a call from 313. 313, you're on the air.
Peace, is that me?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. Peace. My name is Brother Josh Dan Elevated. I represent the DropSquad.com and Marcus Garvey's Red, Black, and Green, known as RBG. How are you doing, my brother?
How you doing, brother?
I can't complain too much. I have a couple questions. You say you want to create a new society without black people. The first question that comes to mind is where would this new society be located? My second question would be, well, what are you using as currency in this new society?
Well, we're using the currency that we're currently using, and the people that we're here in America, because we were actually meant to be here in America as a stomping ground to move forward from here. We were meant to be here, because if not, we wouldn't be here. So we don't have to go. We're not looking to go to Africa and East and all this other stuff, because like I said, our people talked that to death and talked about currency and all of this, and our people ain't producing nothing.
Now you say in America, so I'm guessing you're meaning North America, the United States of America. Is that correct?
Well, we stand in that, yes, sir.
Okay. Now, is this a new society separate from the actual United States of America, or are you talking about remaining a citizen of the United States of America and creating a society within it?
Well, a society within it.
A society within it, still as a U.S. citizen.
Well, it doesn't really matter. All the U.S. citizen stuff and all of that technical stuff, it really doesn't matter, because that's not, in a minute, none of that's going to be holding up in a second. So that we don't, like I said, we don't hold on to that.
That's speculation.
No, it's not speculation.
Currently, though, you admit that this is the United States of America currently.
Yeah, that's fine. It could be current. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
That's all I'm speaking about. I don't want to get into the future, because none of us know what's going to happen. So I'm just trying to stay specific.
Brother, that's what we deal with. We deal with the future. We're not interested in the current, and we're not interested in the past. We're interested in the future. That's all we focus on.
Well, so I may not disagree with that. I have no problem with planning for the future. I don't know about living in it.
Well, we live in it, brother. That's what we live in. We live with only things. If you ever heard my broadcast, if you ever heard me speak, everything I speak of is futuristic and everything. And people say, well, how is that so, brother, if we living in the present? I say that's so because you have people who are existing side by side with you, who are mentally and physically, though they are standing next to you, they are in the future. Their thoughts are of the future, and they are actually shaping a new future.
Well, whatever works for you, my brother. I can't argue or really say anything to that. That's your own personal opinion. I can't knock that. But So in this new society, you say you do not want a race of black people. How do you define a race of black people? Are you talking about black people as we are now, or are you saying that that it will be us, but not under the title of black? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is people who are not in darkness, people who are not caught in the past or the present. We don't want any Pan-African people with us. We don't want anybody who's still married to those old terminologies and titles. We are talking about a people who have stripped and have become desolate of these old titles and these old ways of thinking. That's when we say people who are
right.
We're not talking about a complexion thing. But, I just wanted to,
So your society is for white people, or is it for all people? I'm trying to understand.
It's not for everyone. It's not for black people or white people.
It's not for black people. Or is it for people? Is it? I know you said future. Are we talking about space aliens?
No, it's talking about for the bright race. When I say the bright race, I mean the solar. When I say the bright race, I mean the solar intelligent people, meaning people who are advanced thinkers. Now, I'm using terminology here.
What is advanced thinking? I got to get familiar with the term. What is advanced thinking? Yes.
Advanced thinking is people who think into the future, people who can actually visualize and view things that are taking place in the future and are shaping themselves to live there.
But would you agree that all people have that capability to think about the future?
No.
All people do not have the ability to think about the future.
No.
Can you
the black race don't think about the future. The black race don't think about the future.
But you said it's not for the black race anyway. So
I'm saying you said don't all people have, and I said no. The black race doesn't think about it. You said, and I said no. That's why.
Explain
how
the black. I understand. Can you explain how and why the black race does not think about the future? And also, have you spoken to everybody in the black race, or do you have some sort of census data that confirms what you're suggesting? I guess it doesn't sound too scientific, but is there any data, or what is this based off of?
Well, when you ask me about data, are you asking me about some facts collected from the white man? Is that what you're asking me?
No, you say this is not for white people or black people, so I'm guessing it's your own facts that you got. Have you gathered some?
I look at black people. I look at black people every day around the world, in the neighborhoods in America and things like that. This is not the way and the lifestyle of black people here in the society is not future thinking. These are people who are caught in the past and caught in the present.
But hold on, whoa, that's two different things. Now, the way people are in this society has nothing really to do with their capacity to think.
Yes, it does.
Can you explain that for me?
Well, here's the thing. You said that their capacity in the society has nothing to do with the way they think. Is that what you just said?
No. I said the way people act in the society, however you view that, does not necessarily reflect on their capacity to think in the future. Those seem like two different points, if you understand what I'm saying.
No, I understand what
you're saying. It seems a little confusing.
No, it's really not, because, people, how they are gearing themselves, that's why I said this is an evolutionary people. You have people who are advancing in their way of thinking, and they are changing their lives, and they are redirecting their lives and fitting it into a future way of thinking.
Right. I understand that, but you said, quote, black people are not the type of people who can think in the future. And so I'm not asking about the type, what it requires to think and to be a person who thinks in the future. You said point blank and quite frankly that black people in America and around the world that you view every day were your exact words. And I'm asking, what is that based off of? Is that just a personal opinion, or is that based off of some objective data of some sort?
Perception and observation. I can see it's
so
like
your own personal opinion.
It's observation. It's not personal. It's observation. It's not me.
So
personal.
It's your own observation.
No, it's I mean, if I look at you and I'm staring at you and you're seeing something about me, or you looking back at me, and what I observe and watch you do, that's telling me something about you. Now, if other people gather that same way of thinking based on their observation, then obviously it's something that's playing in people's heads that they are seeing. It's not just me. Because I mean, I have people that sit here.
That really doesn't address my question, though, brother. That's another, that's another left turn. I may agree with that, depending on where exactly you're ending that at. But I'm more concerned with what seems like your worldview or the box you've put people in, as far as because I'm wondering who decides who's future thinking and who is still stuck in the past or the currently, because most regular human beings have the ability to think about the past, present, and future and compartmentalize things in different areas and come up with an effective strategy to learn from the past, know what you're doing now to make a better future or whatever you want to appear in the future. It seems like everybody has that ability, but it seems like you're saying something else, and I'm not exactly sure who is determining this and what is the crowd, because it sounds like something white people do. like black people, y'all not able to think, so y'all don't deserve. It's the white race. It's not just,
let me stop you there. It's not me just saying about the black man. It's the white man too. It's him, the majority of the white race too.
Right.
So it's just to make you not seem like it's a racial thing.
Well,
you try.
No, I'm not making it a racial thing.
No, because you said
I just don't want
white.
you to base that off of false. I'm not basing that on the race thing. I'm talking about the actual who's applying this. What are the parameters of this actual testing to see who's a future thinker and not? I'm not really talking about race. You just specifically brought up race. That's why I was talking about that.
The people who are still talking about things of the past, old movements, old ways of thinking, people who are not advancing and evolving their way into or changing their life into the future and are constantly moving in a rotation, doing the same things over and over again, the things that they term to be insanity or a revolutionary mindset, these are the people who are obviously not moving forward.
Well,
let me say. Now, it's like, let me finish my point. Before I forget my point. Now, you said that people have the capacity to do that, to compartmentalize and past, present, and future and things. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, you have the ability to do so, but if you're not doing it, doesn't really matter. That's like the 5% is saying that all black people are gods, but if you're not utilizing or doing anything to show that you are so-called God, then you're really not God. Then that means you can't do it.
That's kind of that's another term, my brother. I may or may not agree with that, but
I
think there's some truth. No, I understand. We can agree to disagree. It's not a problem. I ain't about to be yelling on the phone or nothing. I'm just trying to get an understanding, my brother. But I may agree with you as far as people not practicing what they preach. I think nobody would really argue against that. We do like people to follow through on what they say and really portray and act in a way that they profess to the people. So I have no problem with that, and I'm not specifically speaking about the gods in the earth. Everybody has that problem. It's not restricted to one people. So I may agree with you, my brother, but
I don't. I don't have that problem, and the people that are coming along with me, we don't have that problem. That's what I'm saying. We breeding the people who don't have that problem.
Right, that may or may not be true too. I don't know nothing about your organization. I'll be studying y'all, but so I'll make my own determination on that later. But a quick question: when you said you don't want anybody living in the past, does that mean you are against the study of history and learning proper history?
Not interested in the history.
First off, do you agree that our people are miseducated?
Sure, but that's your fault.
Okay, so.
That's the black man. You expected the white man. You expected the white man to educate you. He ain't got to educate you. Of course, if I'm sitting someplace in a society and everything is you basing on race and people who are competing to keep hold of a society, why would I properly educate people who I consider to be opposite of me? So our people that don't make no sense.
Right. Nobody will argue that. I think that's correct. But whenever somebody brings that up, using that as a bludgeoning tool, I have to ask you, my brother, do you have any schools of your own? Have you opened any schools so we don't have to learn from the white man?
Well, I'm not interested in doing anything, opening.
Okay, so you don't have. Okay,
let me say.
Cool.
Well, we just starting, number one, and number two, like I said, black people will ask for things, and they really, they're not willing to come and sacrifice to build anything. They want a handout. And that's the problem with our people. They ask, where's the programs that you offer? And they're not saying, I want to come and bring this to it so that we can bring something. They want to know, what do you got for me? And my answer to the black race is nothing.
Well, there's school. There are schools that are black run and black funded. There's one in St. Louis. I know there's one here in my home. There might be even a couple in my hometown of Detroit. Now that we closing down a lot of public schools here, so there are some. Usually they're marginalized and not supported as they should be. Usually by stuff like this, saying what we don't got instead of improving what we do have. But I may disagree with you on that because it may not be factual, but I understand that. Nobody will really argue that, we need to stop getting education from the white people. I agree with that, and I agree we got to start getting education from some niggas out here. Some niggas don't know.
No, we don't need no more niggas educating our people. That was the problem.
Right, so
they worse than the damn white man. We don't need no more niggas educating our people.
White man,
yeah, they are worse because a black liar and a black useless person is just as useless as a white liar and a white useless. We don't want no more black education. We don't want no white education. We want bright education. We want that solar intelligence. Now, what that terminology that I'm using is going to go over a lot of people's heads.
Can I ask you what is solar intelligence, my brother?
Future.
I'm not that you are.
Brother, it'll take too long. I'll give you the short answer to it because I got like 8 minutes and I got to close out soon.
Okay.
But I'll give you the short answer of it. That it is future intelligence. When I say future intelligence, I mean there's intelligence, higher intelligence, or advanced intelligence that's already laid out, and certain people are going to receive it to advance themselves forward, and other people who are in a dark state or a dense state are not. Now, that's your black race, that's your white race, that's your Asian. The majority of the people are not going to get it. And when I say future intelligence, I mean certain things that would be considered inspiration that a person is utilized as an instrument to bring into a present state to further the evolution of a people. That's what I mean when I say future thought. Like, for example, there was a time where there was no radios, no TV, no technology or certain knowledge. Then on the scene, here comes all of these things within the 100 years, the first 100 years of the 20th century. So
can I ask you a quick question? Just a quick. I know we got limited time, but quick question. Now, were black people instrumental in the development of technology around the world? We were part on the cutting edge along with everybody else, right?
No, certain people were.
Okay, so why would you not want? So why would you not want black people in your society if we've always been on the cutting edge, my brother?
It wasn't. Those weren't black people. Those were bright people. Those weren't black people.
Themselves black people. They
didn't call themselves. The white man called them that, and they started calling themselves after what the white man called them. But they weren't any black people.
Right, and they called themselves Negroes, colored.
Yeah, because that's all they understood.
The white man
that didn't mean
at first what they called
yes, he did. The white man called our people black. We didn't call ourselves black.
So they were black people.
No, they were calling themselves.
Yeah, they didn't know.
It's just like black people call themselves. It's just like so-called black people call themselves Africans, but you're not an African because that name came from the Romans. So
that did not come from the Romans.
Yes, it did, brother. They the ones.
Hey, my brother. Next time you got a show, man, I'm gonna call in, man. I know you got limited time, but we can talk about that Africa thing. I can bust that wide open, bro. I can prove that no matter.
That came from the Romans. They the first ones that called that continent Africa. We didn't even think in terminologies in terms of continents. We didn't do that. They did that.
Well, hey, my brother, I can show and prove we used that thousands of years before that. And a matter of fact.
What you gonna give me the Egypt breakdown? Afaraka? You gonna give me that?
That's one of them. I've heard that. I've not really seen those glyphs together. As far as that one, the āFRUIA.
Brother,
Dr. Ivan Van Sertima wrote about that too. That's one of Dr. Ivan Van Sertima's claims, and he's a linguist. So there's, but it's a lot more study to do on that one. But as far as us getting it from the Romans, I can show and prove that the Romans got it from us. So, but next time you got a show, I know you say you got limited time, bro.
All right, brother. All right.
I don't want to do you dirty, bro. But thanks for the call, and I'll get back at you.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Peace. Let me make sure I went through these last things, and I'm going to close out. Who are the new bright race of people? This is a race of people who are evolving from amongst the black race, the solar intelligent race, because we know by physical, we are not black people. We are actually brown people, and from dark brown to beige. So when I say bright people, I'm talking about those who carry future intelligence or solar intelligence. No, we are not taking the name Africa or black with us, and we don't want any people in darkness who still want to stay in the past and in the present. So that's what I mean when I say the bright race. This is the bright race, the people of the future. Why must we form a new society separate from the black race? Because the black race is caught in the past and in the present. We're trying to move into the future. So the black race is not going to get where we're trying to go with this. So, we're about to cut off all questions soon anyway, because the people are just not going to get it. And they're not meant to. So, will this separation produce a new and better people? Yes, it will. Because all we have to do is deal with ourselves and whatnot and form and advance our way of thinking. We don't have to waste time answering questions from people who are just not going to get it. They already made their mind up of what they think black is and Africa and all this other stuff. We're not interested. We done moved on from that. That's just a space and time where people receive a name from the white man that they want to claim came from the black man or black people when it didn't. It did in fact not. But we'll let them entertain it. We ain't got time to argue with them. All right. Is this part of the new evolution of the 144,000 elect? Yes, it is. The bright race and the evolution from the black race is part of the 144,000 or the evolution. Just as this planet has always been going through evolutions, we are the next evolution of people to come out of the bright race. Out of the black race, the bright race. Will the black race stand against the evolution of this new people? Yes, they will, of course. Of course. They'll try to pull our people into this whole black thing. Oh, brother, why won't you want to be black? Why you don't want to be African? Look, our answer is you go be African by yourself. We don't want to. Why? I don't understand why they have to force that on us. We don't want to have anything to do with those terminologies or titles anymore. We moving on. And as a new people, we moving on. This is beyond this is over their head. I don't know why they just can't accept that, Will this new race receive power on Earth? Yes, they will. They will receive intelligence on Earth. You understand? They will receive intelligence on Earth. They will receive advanced intelligence on Earth. Like I said, for those people who don't think it's possible, then why? Then fine. Then fine. It's not for you. Like I said, why? If it's not for you, it's not for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Why do you feel like? I don't understand why black people feel they gotta intrude on what other black people. But that just goes to show you that the black race is not for the evolution. They want to keep you down with them, which is nowhere. Because everybody talk all this black stuff and all this nonsense about black this and sovereignty, and they still talking that same song in the revolution, and these niggas are not doing anything. It's just talk. So they want to keep us talking about a bunch of BS. So we moving on. No, thank you. What will this mean to the future race of new people? Everything. Our ascension to the God race as we're supposed to. But don't think that it will be easy, because we're going to always have people amongst the black race who look like us, who are not actually us mentally, who are going to try to pull us down. Okay? And we're just going to move past you and ignore you. We're not going to put any energy into you. And after a while, I'm going to stop taking questions, because I see, as I explained, they're not going to get it anyway. I'm not going to keep pulling down to the whole black thing, because it's a waste of time. So we're going to close out. I got 90 seconds. I shouldn't have, I took that call, and I shouldn't have took it. It went way too long. No offense to the brother. Thank you for calling in, brother. No offense to you, but like I said, we're on a different path. Let me see. What do I want to close? I'm trying to find the shortest thing to close out with. Let me see. 60 seconds. Maybe I'll just talk it all the way out. I'm not going to close with nothing. I'm not going to close, because I don't have anything short. 60 seconds, I don't have nothing short to close with, except the Exorcist clips. Some of you niggas need to be exercised, though. Some of you niggas need an exorcism. We don't want no. We don't. Well, this is like I said. We don't want to meditate. We don't want to meditate. We dealing with ultra standing here. We don't want to meditate. We don't want to meditate. We don't want to. We don't want to talk about blackness no more. We're not interested. We don't. We're not. We're not interested in black. I'll ride out with this. I'll close with that. We're not interested in blackness or Pan-Africanism or any of these other things. In the name of Amen, the supreme, the most powerful. Amen. Thank you for listening. Join us Wednesday night at 9. Good night.